Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe this video. The one that had lit up American homes for over 2 decades, trembled. Her voice cracked before she even said her first words. Viewers watching from home felt it instantly. Something was wrong. Continue reading to discover what occurred. Good morning, everyone, Kelly began, gripping the edge of her coffee mug like it was an anchor. This morning, I want to share something from my heart. Mark Consuelos, her husband and co-host, sat beside her with his hand gently resting on her knee. He already knew what was coming. The audience didn't. The producers didn't. And the millions of fans watching at home had no idea that what they were about to witness would mark the most emotional and unforgettable broadcast in Liv's long history. For weeks, rumors had been swirling. Fans on social media noticed subtle changes, Kelly missing a few episodes, Mark appearing unusually serious, and conversations between them that carried an undertone of melancholy. Some speculated that Kelly was simply exhausted from years of non-stop work. Others believed she was preparing for a new chapter entirely, possibly leaving daytime television for good. Behind the scenes, Kelly had been battling something few people knew: emotional burnout. Between raising 3 grown children, managing family transitions, filming every morning, and maintaining her brand empire, she'd reached a breaking point. Mark had been urging her to slow down, to take a step back, but Kelly, ever the professional, insisted she was fine. Until she wasn't. I've always said this show is my second family, Kelly told the audience, her eyes glistening. You've all been part of my mornings for so many years. But sometimes, even when you love something deeply, you have to listen to your heart. The studio fell completely silent. When Kelly Ripa first joined Live in 2001 alongside the legendary Regis Philbin, she was an energetic, bubbly young actress known from All My Children. Few expected she would go on to become one of the most enduring figures in talk show history. Her humor, quick wit, and genuine charm won audiences instantly. Over the years, she adapted through every era, from Regis to Michael Strahan, then Ryan Seacrest, and finally her husband, Mark Consuelos. Every co-host brought something new, but Kelly was always the heartbeat of the show. She handled on-air drama, awkward celebrity moments, and even public controversies with grace. But the last few years had taken a toll. Sources close to Kelly revealed she'd been feeling emotionally drained and increasingly reflective about her next chapter. With her children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin, living their own lives, Kelly began to question her purpose beyond the show. She loves what she does, a producer said. But she's been through every high and low. At some point, she started asking herself, what's next? As Kelly began her farewell message, her voice started shaking. I didn't think this would be so hard, she said, her hand trembling slightly. But when you've shared your life, your stories, your family with millions of people every day, it's impossible not to feel connected. Mark reached out and took her hand. The audience gasped when they saw tears streaming down her cheeks. I've been doing this for 23 years, she continued. This show has seen me through pregnancies, heartbreaks, laughter, loss, and love. But it's time for me to listen to that quiet voice inside that says, it's okay to rest now. The crowd rose to their feet in an emotional standing ovation. Cameras zoomed in on Kelly's tear-streaked face as she took a deep breath, visibly overwhelmed by the moment. I love this show with all my heart, she said. But this morning, I need to tell you, this will be my last season on Live. Fans in the studio began crying. Some held up signs that said we love you, Kelly, while others simply hugged the person next to them. Mark pulled her close, wrapping his arm around her shoulder. He whispered something only she could hear, and she nodded through tears. "This is not goodbye forever," Mark said, stepping in to help her. "This is a new beginning for Kelly, one that she's earned. We've shared our mornings with all of you, and it's been the honor of a lifetime." Kelly smiled through her tears. "Thank you, Mark. I couldn't have done any of this without you." The camera panned to the audience. Everyone was standing, clapping.